stars, welcome to the June 2016 Tarotscope for Taurus. Welcome back to the channel, or if it's your first time here, welcome. I'm going to be doing a Tarotscope in this video for Taurus for June 2016. Let's see what the cards have to say. So, okay, looks like at the beginning of the month, there's something that has happened that you might be having a hard time letting go of, Taurus. I'm seeing in this that you've got a lot of swords energy. You can see already of the cards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of the 12 are already swords cards. So that has to do, swords represent the mental element and what's on our mind, what we're thinking about. So that tells me that you might have some things on your mind at the beginning of June. Here's another swords card. And this one in particular, 2 of Swords, says that you might be having trouble making a decision or that you're faced with some sort of dilemma. This card, 5 of Swords, represents, I call this card picking up the pieces. And when this card shows up, it usually means like a battle has happened or there's this battlefield, battleground, and that someone is collecting the benefits of that war having happened or whatever the sun is setting on. In the reverse position, it tells me that you may be having a difficult time identifying what is positive about the situation or what you can gather. It usually means like having, sorry, that's my dog drinking her water. That it usually means collecting the lessons from whatever has happened. So in this case, I'm seeing that you may be having difficulty collecting the lessons, the benefits, the rewards from whatever has happened, whatever the sun is setting on. You're having a hard time seeing that there's actually a benefit to it, that there's actually some lessons to be learned there. And this also says, too, with 2 of Swords, this usually shows up when we're in sort of a dilemma position, when we can't make a decision between one or the other thought or idea. So what we do is we blindfold ourselves and check out. This says that you're avoiding making a decision, that you're just wanting to check out and not have to deal with the situation. And there may be some sort of heartbreak or some feeling of betrayal. This 3 of Swords represents, the imagery is pretty clear in the card, but the imagery represents 3 elements that are piercing the heart. So it's a card of sorrow, of misunderstanding, of grief, or of sadness, or betrayal. A lot of times this has 3rd wheel energy to it. So there's something that's going on. The opening of June for you, Taurus, is saying to me that there's something that you're having a hard time confronting or making a decision about or seeing the benefits of the end of something having happened, a battle that happened. There's something that is weighing on your heart is what I'll say, and also on your mind at the opening of June, Taurus. And because of all of that, it may be preventing you from seeing that you have this wonderful Ace of Wands available to you. This card is showing up, so this energy is available to you. But when it's in the reverse position, it's in shadow, it's in suppression, there's some doubt or fear covering it. And this is like a brand new spring. This actually has a lot of June energy to it, to me. Ace of Wands is, new, fresh beginnings. All aces are beginnings. It's like a fresh start. And Ace of Wands is the archetype of the person who's in front of the parade, who is out front, like tossing the baton, leading the parade, leading the charge. It's also the image of the person who's running the race, and it's the runner who is the active element, who holds the baton. So it's kind of like there's this new life, and that's also what this flowering sprig of oak represents, is new life, especially with that ace. And the world, the universe is trying to hand this to you. So there's new life ahead, but in your examination or confrontation or being confronted with all this stuff that's on your mind and on your heart, you may be missing the fact or not believing in the fact that there is this new life available to you, this new freshness, this new vitality, new action, new optimism, new motivation. That's all Ace of Wands energy. So try, if you can, to take that blindfold off, even if you're in pain, even if you're confronting something that's difficult, and see this sort of fresh world. You can see these cards are very different. This card is in shadows. It's in, like, there's rain clouds here, storm clouds. In the Rider-Waite, it's raining. And this card is like the feeling of after the rain. It's the fresh new day. It's when the clouds come out and the sun comes out. So see if you can look through whatever's happening here to realize that this is also here. It's available to you if you should choose to believe in it. You're saying to me here right now, you're not believing in it. You're having doubts or fears about a new fresh start, new life, new vitality, new chapter, new cycle. But it is there for you, Taurus, if you should choose to receive it. And often, too, with these aces, you've got another ace here, too. What's going on with aces often is that you have to put yourself in a position to be willing to receive the energy of the ace. The universe is handing it to you. But the second step is for you to receive it. So that is what I'm going to say, is put yourself in a position of being willing to receive new energy, new vitality. I'm going to use the word renewal here because I think it applies after this sort of storyline. And then in the middle of the month, you have some cards in reverse here, and in relation to truth, in relation to authority, in relation to your vision, and in relation to your willingness to go after something. Knight of Swords is someone who is willing to fight for their ideals. Again, the swords represent the mental element, our thoughts, our ideas, our beliefs. And you can see he even charges into where the fire is. He's willing to go after his ideals. But in the reverse position, this could say two things. Either that you're not showing up as willing to fight for your ideals, that you're skirmishing like away from what you believe in for whatever reason, out of doubt or fear. Or this could in some ways literally depict a air sign person like Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, someone who is not helping you see the benefits of whatever's going on. So if you're involved with a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, it may be that they are in opposition to your vision of things. This card, Three of Wands, is the visionary, the dreamer, the person who is dreaming of what they would like to see possible. It's the dreaming of what they want to create. Three is an inherently creative card. And this person is surveying a landscape and saying, okay, what's possible? What do I want? What do I want to dream about? He's envisioning what he would like to create. This person is, whether it's you or someone else, is not seeing that, and not connecting with that. You could see they're almost like back to back, and they're not participating together. So either you, in not defending yourself, are weakening your own vision, or this person is not eye to eye with you about your vision and of what's possible. So that's kind of interesting. It's also that somehow the truth is not being represented here. Ace of Swords is the truth. It's like the Excalibur card. And again, it's an ace. It's the universe trying to hand you clarity, truth, victory, insight. It's all of those things. You could see this card is even crowned, or the sword, the one truth, is crowned with a wreath of laurels and palm fronds. This card is all about the truth cutting through all the bull, all the nonsense, all the, muddiness. It's a clear day. It's when things come to clarity and truth and realizations. That's being blocked right now. And I get the sense it has to do with whatever's on your heart. And then also you need to heal yourself. This card, Six of Swords, is often about healing and recuperation before you can access what's true here. Like there may be some obscuring of the truth in the middle of the month. And it may have to do with things about following tradition or following authority, following the social norms, following what you think you're supposed to do. Hierophant represents the outer world and rules and morality and our connection with the spiritual world also. So this is telling me you might be feeling either a little bit like a rebel, or you feel like you're not conforming to like what you quote should do. That might be what's blocking you from the truth. Or, you might be actively ignoring the truth, ignoring your own vision, because you think that you're supposed to do it a certain way. The traditional way says you do it this way. You feel like you have to fit a role, or you have to fit, some rules or mores of society, and therefore you're willing to turn everything upside down, not fight and defend what your beliefs are, just to give that up. Or that, again, that could be that air sign person. So I'm seeing here some conflict in terms of your vision and the truth and what you feel like you ought to do on the outside. I want to encourage you to look on the inside and not be so preoccupied with this, because it's cutting you off from the truth, Taurus. What I will say is towards the end of the month, you will have someone who is going to help you, who's going to be a good authority. If you have someone in your life who's a Sagittarius, a Leo, or an Aries, especially an older gentleman or someone who's in a position of authority, they're gonna help you with this. They're gonna help you get some insight. They're gonna be like a rock that you can lean on, and they're gonna open you up to look at things in a different way. One of the great hallmarks of King of Rods is that he is bold, he's eccentric, he does things in his own unique way. So he's going to give you some motivation and also some good advice. So look for someone who's either in a King of Rods archetype, could be landlord, boss, father, older brother, just mentor of any type, or someone who's a fire sign, so Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. This person's going to be helpful to you. And there's some sort of conflict with this person and someone who's a young, this is Page of Coins. So this is a card, this could be an earth sign, like Virgo, Capricorn, or it could be you, Taurus, like the younger side of yourself. And this is a person who is concerned about money and concerned about sort of the bottom line of things. So this is a card that could represent an earth sign. This is either Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. And as I'm seeing this, it could be the younger side of yourself, Taurus. This is someone who's concerned with money and values. They're usually a grounded person. But in this particular case, pages represent openness, willingness, enthusiasm, especially in Page of Coins in regards to money or resources or even a job. In the reverse position, it's saying to me that your young self is not being open or willing to receive something good, whether it's a value, whether it's money, whether it's a job, whether it's a new lifestyle, or that you're being blocked from receiving that. That side of you, it's maybe you're not seeing the good advice from this authority figure, this King of Wands. There's a part of you that is maybe rebelling and saying, I want to keep what I have. I want to hold on to it. Or conversely, I'm not willing to receive more. This would be in alignment with someone who's trying to help you. But in this position, it's saying you're kind of connecting with the young side of yourself, potentially. Or that the young side of yourself is afraid of losing what they have. In the Page of Coins, the page is holding up a coin and considering it and saying, this is mine, do I want this to be mine, can this be mine? In the reverse position, you're saying, nope, I'm not going to allow myself the greater riches, or you're clinging on to something that you have. So it's the blocked version of optimism, willingness to receive. Coins represent possessions, assets, values, money, actually the things that Taurus governs naturally. So be open, especially towards the end of the month, for good advice from a fire sign or an authority figure who is a king or in a king sort of role. And that's going to lead you to great healing. That's Six of Swords represents recovery. It represents going from stormy seas down here to like smoother horizons. This means someone helping you out of troubles, or you helping yourself, or sometimes it can even mean you helping someone else. But in this case, Taurus, I'm seeing that there's some sort of stormy seas that you will have a chance to travel out of. And actually what's at the end of that travel or recovery is a King of Coins. Well, this is Earth sign. So this can be you, Taurus, graduating from the Page energy, the young self, to the mastery self. And I'm actually seeing that as you, Taurus, as you go through this recovery or healing or rescue from good advice from this fire sign, that you actually put yourself in a much better position. This is you having mastery over yourself. King of Coins is the master of possessions, of assets, of values. And so this is you when you're not listening, when you're resisting, when you're not believing, when you're mistrusting about the possibilities of things. You will recover through that. You will go from the stormy seas to the smoother horizon, and you do actually end up as King of Coins. I mean, potentially this could be another king. This could be another Capricorn or Virgo or another Taurus, but I'm actually seeing it as you because of the graduation from Page to King here. And it's through the advice of King of Wands. So fire energy is going to help you towards the end of the month, and you will get there, Taurus. Just see if you can really be clear with yourself towards the beginning of the month, facing the truth, having optimism and believing in this sort of new day, because it is there and available for you. There is something to get through, a disappointment at the beginning of the month, and you're tangling with it in your mind. But see if you can open up to the truth and not dismiss your vision for a belief in what others think you should be, or what you believe your obligations are, and not standing up for yourself, or tangling with this air sign person. You're going to come to a nice place at the end of the month, Taurus, where you graduate from the younger part of yourself through some healing or recovery to the mastery side of yourself. So I hope you enjoyed that reading for June. If you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up or share, and as always, feel free to subscribe. I just want to thank everyone for watching. Yours and the stars.